are back. So, the lunch break has been had. The players have had their snacks and the beverages. And now we have returned to the middle to see the resumption of play, the second half of the day's play, and the eventual conclusion of the match. And as you can see, the Diamond Creek players are being a bit silly for whatever reason. But as you can see, the two Research Eltham batsmen are walking out. Everyone is getting into position in terms of the Diamond Creek field, and so we are just about ready to see the resumption of play. So, this is the 16th over. Comes into bowl. Whoa! Another leading edge, and another instance in which, rather than getting on top of or underneath the ball, you just sort of play the ball at the crease line. Comes into bowl, and it's pulled and fielded there by the the backwards mid-wicket. The backwards square leg, the backwards square leg. Comes into bowl, and swept, and fielded by the short fine leg. So, short third man, point, cover, mid-off, mid-on, square leg, deep square leg on the fence, and short fine leg, and backwards square leg. So, two fielders there that are saving the runs off the sweep shot, and then there's the one fielder on the boundary, but no one at the Cow's Corner region. There's a gap at the extra mid-wicket region, and another shot. It's a good start. Comes into bowl. Whoa! So it's another maiden, two maidens in a row. It's 63 for 2. Gleeson to continue to bowl from the Watkins end. Whoa! It's once he gets into that full region, it becomes very difficult to deal with. Comes into bowl. Oh! Now the batsman did not play that ball that well. Wasn't unsure of what to do and ended up not moving his feet and just poked at it. Comes into bowl. Oh, down the leg side, and it's no ball. No one's on the boundary. Everyone is up inside the ring. Comes into bowl. Ooh, and it goes down to the fine leg region, the absent fine leg region, and so they get one run. So, didn't move his feet again, the batsman. That time was able to get enough bat on it in order to work it away for one into the fine leg region. So now the number 4 batsman, the captain, the right-hander, on strike. And a little bit of a change of the field. One person's on the fence, which is the deep backward square. Comes into bowl. Oh dear, cut shot. And fielded by the point fielder, and they get one. Smart little single there. That's a no ball one. comes into bowl. Oh dear. As soon as Gleeson does not get that length right, he becomes not only unthreatening but hittable. Ooh, that's a bit of a shorter ball, but that was a faster ball. That had it was not cutting. So comes into bowl. Oh dear. It's gone down to the third man region. There's no third man. That cannot be stopped by anyone. 4 runs. End of the over. Jones into bowl. Ooh. Pushes it back to the bowler for a dot ball. Comes into bowl. Ooh, cuts it, and the point fielder has to chase it down. They've gotten 2. 2 runs there. Very good stuff there by the right-hander. Jones has been bowling quite well so far. Can he continue it on? Ooh! So, when Jones gets his fingers up above the ball, and that gives him much more control over the length of the ball. So he comes into bowl. And it's gone down to the fine leg region for 4. Comes into bowl. And ooh! Oh, what was that? I don't think it was a attempted. It was a missed opportunity of a wicket. I'm pretty sure. Didn't hit the bat. But the batsman's unhappy. And cuts it. End of the over. It's 77 for 2. Comes into bowl. Oh dear. Dot ball though. Wow, that was lucky. That was so lucky. Comes into bowl. Oh, drives it. It's the first time we've seen the this left-hand driver ball. Does this mean that he's starting to expand his stroke range now that he's been in there for quite a long time? Comes into bowl and sweeps it, and it goes down to the fine leg region and they get 1. and drives it back to the bowler for a dot ball. Comes into bowl, oh, short, and plays it comfortably off the back foot. 78 for 2. Okay, so this is the 20th over of the Research Eltham innings. They're scoring at about 4 runs and over, which is very healthy. Still a long way off being able to win this game, chase down these runs, but it's certainly a very healthy run rate. Comes into bowl and plays it off the back foot, and Uncertain tries to cover all the areas wherever the ball bounces and spins, and seems to be, does it reasonably well. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone. Huge gap if he wants to play the cover drive. Ooh, good ball, good ball. This is some smart bowling by Jones. As long as he does not bowl a half volley outside the off stump, and he keeps the ball short of a good length, and it makes the ball spin, which forces the batsman to square himself up in order to play it comfortably. Oh dear. Comes into bowl. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Comes into bowl. Ooh. End of the over. 82 for 2. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone. Comes into bowl. On drives it. And they're going to go for a quick single. Oh. Unable to take advantage of it. The non-striker was way behind and was not ready for that call, but a wild throw by the fielder at mid-off meant that they got the run for it. So now the left-hander is on strike. Comes into bowl and down the leg side, leaves it alone. So once again, with the fielder in close in short cover, it means that there is a big gap in the cover region between point and mid-off. Just has to play the cover drive to get that. Ooh, down the leg side again. The umpire thought about it, but that's thinking about is all that he did. Comes into bowl. Ooh! Had to move his feet very fast in order to get into position to do that. 83 for 2. Okay, so the fielder has gone onto the fence at square leg. Comes into bowl. And cuts it. And it goes down to the backward point region. That's 4. So once he drags it down short, Jones is easy to pull and cut. But if he just gets that short of a length where you can't drive it, but you can't cut it or pull it, it becomes very dangerous. Oh no, it goes in through the gap in the extra cover region, and that goes for 4 as well. What a great shot there. This number 4 batsman is quite impressive. Comes into bowl. Oh! Jones is under pressure here. Comes into bowl. Oh. Fielded there by short fine leg. Comes into bowl. And sweeps it, sorry. Another wild throw. Means that can't take advantage of some slow running by that tall left-hander. So once again, Research Eltham get another run. They get into the they're in the 90s right now. No, we've only 2 wickets down, so certainly they're batting fairly well. It's going to take a few more breakthroughs by Diamond Creek before they can start thinking of really kind of crunch them out. Comes into bowl. Oh, plays it, and it's fielded by the short cover. And it's the end of the over. It's 92 for 2. This is the 23rd over of Research Eltham's innings. Comes into bowl and tries to drive it back to the bowler for a dot ball. Comes into bowl. Oh, leg glances it, and there's a gap, and he goes for the quick single, and they get another run. Very nice stuff there by the number 4 for Research Eltham. He's very watching the game very carefully, and he's making very good decisions on what to do. Comes into bowl. Oh, down the leg side, tries to play it off the hip, but misses. Now, with this left-handed batsman not moving his feet much, and has a Simon Kadich style stance. Oh, tries to play the cut shot, and it's a wide. So there's a Simon Kadich crabby sort of stance where it's half square, half straight, which of course means that he's going to be very good playing it off the hip and very bad trying to play a cover drive. Comes into bowl, and it's going down to the fine leg region. Oh, nope, they've got a misfield in the square leg region, and they're thinking of a second, but they think better of it. So 1 run there. Comes into bowl. Ooh, down the leg side. Comes into bowl, and late cuts it, and fielded by Point, but they take a single. Alright, so that means 4 runs off that over. It's 96 for 2. Jones to continue to bowl, off spin from the challenger end. Ooh, good ball. This is the 24th over. After this over is finished, there will be 29 overs left in the day's play. Comes into bowl. Oh, down the leg side, but taken there by Bellingham. Comes into bowl and works it down to the short fine leg region and takes gets the throw in fast enough so it's a dot ball. So 3 dot balls in a row by Jones is made up for those 2 boundaries he conceded last over. Oh, cuts it and fielded there by Point. Just the 1 run there. Comes into bowl. Whoa! Sneaky stuff there. That was the sucker ball. Full outside the off stump. Play a cover drive, get an easy boundary with that big gap. Ooh, and tries to work it and is fielded by the gully. So a good over, just the 1 run conceded off it. It's 97 for 2. Gleeson into bowl and cut and taken reasonably well by the gully fielder. Prevents it going to third man. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone. Comes into bowl. Oh, cut! And it goes through the gap in the point region, and that is 100. That's the 100 up for the Research Eltham Collegians. Just 2 wickets down. It means that they've gotten off to a very nice start here. Comes into bowl. Oh, good Yorker. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone. Comes into bowl and drives it and fielded there by mid-off for a dot ball. So other than the boundary, all dot balls. It's 101 for 2. Jones to continue to bowl from the challenger end. Plays it off the back foot, fielded by Gully. Dot ball. This is the 26th over of the Research Eltham innings. Comes into bowl. Oh, full toss. And fielded there by the square leg. There's a leg gully fielder in position, as you can see on your TV monitors. Oh! Tried to hit the Yorker. Goes to mid-on for a dot ball. Ooh! Another full ball, and the batsman isn't interested in stepping forward, advancing a big stride forward. So he's trying to play it at the crease. It comes into bowl and cuts it and fielded by Point. So some good stuff there by all concerned. Comes into bowl. Oh dear. Well, that's 4. The maiden is ruined. It's 105 for 2. Gleason into bowl. Oh! Hits the pads, but comes into bowl. Dot ball. Comes into bowl. Ooh! Ooh. Popped up drive there. Comes into bowl. Drives it back to the bowler again. Comes into bowl. Cuts it. Fielded down there in the deep point, and they're going to get 2. And leaves it alone, but it's a no ball. Comes into bowl and plays it off the back foot defensively. Alright, so it is 108 for 2. This is the 28th over of the Research Eltham innings, and there are 26 overs left in the day's play. It's getting towards the point where Research Eltham cannot chase these runs down, so the best they can play for is a draw. And pulls it, and it's down to the fine leg region. Three runs there. Looks like we're heading towards a draw, unless something magical can happen with the ball for Diamond Creek. Get a couple of wickets. Or if this batsman really kicks on and starts scoring it, 10 runs and over. Sweeps it, and comes into bowl, cuts it. Oh. So we're finally getting ready to resume play. Comes into bowl. Ooh! Now, how would you get a batsman like this out? One way is to bowl it at the hip, spinning away from the left-hander, get him to have a leading edge. And tries to play it off the back foot and pushes it back to the bowler. Another way would be like to try and bowl it through the gate by going wide around the wicket and try and expose that gap between bat and pad. Comes into bowl. Ooh! Something like that. End of the over, it's 112 for 2. Gleeson into bowl and drives it, and there's going to be runs, lots of runs. 4 runs. Very good shot there by the this right-hander batsman. You just cannot bowl it full to him. He's driving just so well. And he's cutting well as well. And they get another run. Comes into bowl. Ooh! This partnership has gone on for quite a long time. The first wicket fell reasonably early, then there was a big partnership for the second wicket, and now there's a big partnership for the third wicket. Research Eltham are making this as difficult as possible. And 4 more. Comes into bowl and cuts it, and it goes down to the backward point region. The fielder is chasing it. The fielder, no, 4 more. Things are starting to flow in favour of Research Eltham. Comes into bowl. Ooh! End of the over. This is the 30th over of the Research Eltham innings. And oh, it's gone down to the short third man region. They're going to get 1. They're going to go for 2, are they? Yes, they do. So, 13 runs were scored off the last over, and there was 4, 3, 4, 4, 1, 4, 9 off the other overs since then. And sweeps it, and fielded by the backward point fielder, and just the 1 run there. Comes into bowl and pulls it. Fielded there by square leg. Good work. So surely Bellingham must be thinking of changing the bowlers. These two have been bowling in tandem for quite some time. It might be worth changing it up. And it's worked off the hip to square leg for another dot ball. They've bowled a reasonably good job. Some good overs, some bad overs. The required run rate is very high, but the run rate is healthy. And well bowled again. As long as Jones doesn't lose his action as he comes into bowl, as long as he keeps his wrists in the right position, he can be a very good bowler. Oh, not far away from a little tickle. Comes into bowl and pulls it. Oh! That was so fast that we could not possibly have picked that up. So a wicket has fallen. It's 128 for 3. And it's again at the last ball of the over. So that left-handed batsman who was out there for quite a long time deserves a round of applause from his teammates. He stuck around for a very long time and contributed to the score. It's 128 for 3. And just as I suspected would happen, there's been a change of the bowling with Ashley Wilson. Right arm medium, bowling around the wicket at the Watkins end. And defends. So, there is gully, short cover, point, mid-off, mid-on, square leg, mid-wicket, backwards square leg, fine leg. Cuts it. And fielded by the fielder at point, but they run for a single. So here's the new batsman. And pulls it. And it's going through the gap in the square leg region, and a boundary to get off the mark. Very nicely done there. The number 5 batsman, sorry, has started off very handsomely. So, nice boundary there. First ball. Oh, it's on the foot, but going down the leg side. Oh, pulls it. And a wicket. The number 4 batsman that's caused so much trouble has fallen to a misunderstanding running between the wickets. Another wicket has fallen for Diamond Creek. It's 133 for 4. That is the fall of wicket. There's the number 4 batsman walking off. He batted so incredibly well, and he would be very disappointed that he could not continue batting. He's walking in a very stern and cold manner. And here comes out the new batsman, the number 6 batsman. So the great partnership for the 3rd wicket has not only been broken, but broken twice, which means that the 2 batsmen that had that wonderful partnership are both gone. And so we've got 2 new batsmen out the crease. Well, we've seen 2 wickets in 2 overs, so it's been a very a profitable little bulk of 5 or so minutes. 133 for 4, so 6 wickets to go, and we're approaching the last 20 or so overs. So it's still a monumental task, but it is now possible. Here we go, Wilson into bowl. And driven, and it goes through the gap, and the fielder at mid-off has to chase it, and it's 4. Another batsman getting off the mark. First ball with a boundary. And that's the end of the over. So that means that the score is 137 for 4. This is the 32nd over of Research Eltham's innings. Oh, oh, Bellingham, what did you do there? So that means that there are 22 overs to go, and at the end of this over there'll be 21 overs to go. It's a monumental run chase, approaching nearly 10 runs per over. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone. The run chase is nigh impossible, but getting the remaining 6 wickets is possible. Comes into bowl. And it's a full toss, and he slaps it to mid-on for a dot. Comes into bowl. And late cuts it, and fielded by the gully. Very nice work there from Jones. Comes into bowl. And oh, the maiden is ruined, and it goes down to the fine leg region for 4. It wasn't a bad ball, it was just well played. Comes into bowl and slaps it. End of the over. And defends it. Wilson to continue to bowl. This is the 33rd over, which gives us 21 left in the match. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone. into bowl. Ooh, that's a wide. Comes into bowl and defends. Comes into bowl and oh, fielded by a fine leg, and they're going to get one. So, two surprise wickets have certainly changed the scope and character of this game, but it's still the case that it's a monumental challenge to take these remaining 6 wickets. And cuts. And fielded by the short cover. Comes into bowl and pushes it, and fielded by the gully. 2 runs off the over. Well, I just got back in time for that. Sorry about that, everyone. But everything's been taken care of now. I had to secure some things relating to the wind. The wind has started blowing much more heavily, and I had to secure some things. So thankfully I just got back in time to move the camera so that we could see that wonderful catch. So a very good wicket there. And that means the score is 5 for 152. And looks like it's going to be the drinks break. So, with that, 5 wickets to go, and once this over is finished, it'll be 19 overs to go. So we'll take a break now. When we come back, we'll have the post beverages play, the final quarter of the day's play, and the finale of the match. So let's take a break now and let's watch a montage.
We're in the shadow of a Union train, in the pouring rain, in the city that always sleeps. You tried to take me on a holiday, I wanna crawl away, cause this place gives me the creeps. Why'd you want to bring me here? This place is like the last frontier, and they don't even sell no souvenirs, 'cause there's no one here to buy them. Whoa. I only wanted just a little thrill, just some time to kill in Margaritaville. But now I'm sitting in a hotel chair in my underwear with a big black bug on the windowsill. You really wanna go and hit the town, you've got your favorite evening gown, but why you even want to be around where the drinking water's brown? Whoa. Are you having fun? Are you having fun? Are you having fun? Well, I hope you're having fun. Just get me on a homeward flight. I couldn't stand another night of listening to the chickens fight from this filthy hotel window. Whoa. Are you having fun? Are you having fun? Are you having fun? Well, I hope you're having. Are you having fun? Are